Continuing the tradition of every other Mario Kart game in the series, Mario Kart Wii has a Rainbow Road in the Special Cup. This particular Rainbow Road starts off on a pretty stiff downhill, which then leads into a ramp that then hooks the road to the left, with boost panels sprinkled along the downward path. Now generally speaking, in video games, airtime is slower than ground time. That's why we emphasize so much on low tricking, delay tricking, sometimes not tricking at all. But Mario Kart Wii has a few exceptions. You see, in real life, if you go downhill, you go faster. Thanks, gravity. But Mario Kart Wii unrealistically caps your max speed regardless of whether you're going down, up, or straight. So on this downhill on Rainbow Road, you're effectively traveling nearly twice the distance of what you might think, making airtime much faster than ground time, even with the boost panels. Oh yeah, in case you couldn't tell, today's topic is about the Rainbow Road MoonJump. We'll be going over 3 methods today, with the normal method, the wheelie method, and the kart method. First up, the normal hop method. Using the rails on the side as a guide, shroom before/when you pass these 2 posts, and shortly after you pass them, press the hop button. If your eyes are fast enough, you want to hop before you pass the 3rd star pattern on the fence. Then once you're in the air, the next thing you will want to do is hold back, which will make your character go into a tail dive. On a difficulty scale, I would rank this a 2, as once you know the timing and how to drive generally straight, it's a pretty easy trick. Future arc here. It's a 1. I don't know what I was thinking. This is about as easy as shortcuts come. Unlike other shortcut tutorials where there's difficult and harder methods for different applications, this normal MoonJump method is what you would actually use like 99.9% of the time. So if you only have time to practice one, practice this one. Before we get to the next method, the wheelie MoonJump, we need to explain another mechanic that is unique to Mario Kart Wii, and that's broken wheelies. A broken wheelie is a special state that bikes go through when they go airborne while leaving the ground in just a pure wheelie. So no boost ramps, no tricks, no drifting, none of that. Just a clean wheelie off. The result is you could lean your bike much farther back than you're supposed to, giving you far more air. Keep in mind, however, broken wheelies mess with the collision of the bike. Instead of landing on your tires, you could land on like your muffler, and if you hop as soon as you land, weird things happen. Anyway, the wheelie MoonJump. This method is done by hopping a split second after you pass these rails. Then right as you hit the floor, hold back, wheelie, then shroom. Basically all at the same time. Once in the air, you want to continue holding back. What we're trying to do is go airborne while still in a broken wheelie state. That way we could get more air, which allows us to land on the ramp, which is faster than landing in front of the ramp, like the normal method does. Also, you could do the wheelie MoonJump without the wheelie. The result is the same as a normal MoonJump, it's just much harder. Most of the time when people do a no wheelie MoonJump, it's generally a mistake. The last method we'll cover is the karts method of the MoonJump. Karts, due to their weird nature of being able to slide left and right, can not only do the MoonJump, but using the ramp, fly over to the area where these boost panels are. First, you want to drift left, shroom, then hop again. Practice this until you could consistently get yourself airborne and going somewhat straight. And don't worry, getting used to kart mechanics takes a while. Once you're in the air, you want to add a nosedive. That way, you land on the part of the road that's still going down. Right as you're about to hit the floor, go from nosediving to top left on your control stick. You should be able to see the car's tires turn before you hit the floor. Hop/drift left. This should make you jump over to where the ramp is, clearing that kind of dip. Then right as you're about to hit the ramp, hold the control stick to bottom right. Again, you should be able to see the tires turn to bottom right. Then once airborne, hold back once again. Also, I just want to quickly mention that in some situations and some vehicles, instead of holding bottom right, you may just want to hold right. Generally speaking, when I hold right, I get way too much air. Now that you know the inputs, you need to know where to align. Here's an overhead diagram of where you generally want to aim. When you do the MoonJump, you want to start somewhat in the center and slightly drift to the left of the road. Now your vehicle should be offset by maybe 10-20 degrees. That way when you hop over the little dip, you slide out and make a bigger arc. That way you don't run into the kill plane. The biggest problem I had when learning this was being too close to the right of the road, and either I'd be 90 degrees to the road and turn too sharp, hitting the kill plane, or I'd get that slight offset which you need, but but then it'll just shoot me off the road. Hiya, Arc speaking, and thanks for watching this tutorial. If you guys have any questions or comments, well, we have a comment section. And if you want to help me continue doing what I'm already doing, please consider subscribing, liking, and following me over on Twitch. Once again, thanks for watching, and happy racing.